Hello and welcome. Our project today is using Dandelion Wishes and the Brusho and the Stamparatus. We need a spritzer, the aqua painter, and I always use a piece of foam, a piece of scrap paper and our whisper white cardstock and some kitchen roll. So starting with the yellow, we're just going to sprinkle some yellow in the centre, and then taking the red, we're going to sprinkle that just around the outside. You use the Brusho like a little pepper pot and literally just tap the bottom and sprinkle it across. Now using the spritzer, we're going to wet this and you can see the colour starting to appear. Don't be afraid to add lots of water. If you want a more subtle colour, the more water you add, the more subtle the colour will become. And then taking the aqua painter, we're just going to move the colour around with the brilliant red around the outside. And then cleaning the aqua painter, we're just going to move the yellow in the centre. The paper will start to warp, but as it wets, it will sort of flatten out. Now that we've laid one set of colour down, we're going to put the second colour across. So yellow again, and then the brilliant red around the outside. And again, you only need a tiny little bit. Just sprinkle it as you would a pepper pot. And then using the spritzer, we're just going to wet it again. With Brusho, you can't have enough water. Now what I'm going to do is to move the red through the yellow in the centre. So by holding the paper up, the red will actually run quite nicely into the centre. Turn it round and hold it up again while it runs through. Now taking our kitchen roll, I take 2 sheets so I can put one underneath and one on top. Just put one underneath, one on top. Press it down if you want a lighter colour. Leave it as it is, and then put something heavy on top of it, put it out of the way and leave it until it's dried. So we now have a green one done in the mossy green. We have an orange one done in the gamboge and a blue one done in the Prussian blue. So we're now going to take the Stamparatus and we're going to make 4 cards very quickly and easily using the Dandelion Wishes. Now for this particular stamp, because it's red rubber, we don't need the foam, but I always keep the silicone mat in because it works beautifully for getting your image right up into the corner. So we put the cardstock into the corner, put the magnet down, and taking the Dandelion Wishes, we're going to take the lovely image where the dandelion clock is being blown, and then the little sentiment, I made a wish and you came true. And we're going to line that up and work out where we're going to put the sentiment. And then picking it up carefully with the plate. The grid is absolutely perfect on this because you can line it up so that it is perfectly straight. And then with a good black ink, we're going to ink up the image and press it down firmly. The great thing with the Stamparatus is that you can ink it up again to get a darker image, and it will line up perfectly at each and every time. So I'm rotating the plate purely for the camera. I would do it all on the 2 plates, but it's easier without my arm going across to do the 2 plates and just rotate them for you. So we line up the sentiment, again pick it up with the plate, and this time you can see that the sentiment wasn't straight, but with the grid you can line it up perfectly, press it into place, put it back in, and it's ready to ink up. Then we're going to remove this one, and we're going to take the next image, which was done on the gamboge. Again, just put the magnet down. I'm swapping the plates over because you don't want to see my arm across. Ink it up again. Press down firmly. And again, to get a darker image, just ink it up, press it down, and it gives a beautiful darker image. And then we're going to do each and every one. So this is the one in moss green. And again, ink it up to get a darker image. And then the Prussian blue. I think each and one of these colours is absolutely beautiful, and you can see how quickly you can make 4 cards within minutes once you've done your backgrounds. And now we're just swapping the plates around so I can just stamp the sentiment in. And again, having lined it up on the plate, I know that it will stamp it exactly where I want it each and every time. So we're taking the moss green one again, which I think has a lovely sort of speckled colours in there. There's quite a lot of a vibrant sort of purple colour in that one, which you can't see on the camera, but it really does make a really lovely background. And then the gamboge. Ink it up again and put the sentiment in. So now we have 4 different cards in different colours, which I would use with a black mat and a white card base to just allow the images to pop. They're nice simple cards to do, and as you can see, you can make a batch very, very quickly and easily. All the details will be below, as always, in the description box. And please look at subscribing to my channel because I post regularly. Thank you so much for watching me, and I do look forward to seeing you again. Bye bye.